Hey, Cool Trains in Montreal here, and this is my 8th favorite locomotive on my top 10 list. And yeah, it's no surprise, this is the 8-40 CM from Rapido Trains. Yeah, I had some issues with it when it just came out of the box. The rear truck had detached, and it took a little bit of effort to put it back together. And also, it was squealing and this kind of things. I have videos that show what was going on with it. But it seems to have righted itself. So the mechanism is good, nice and smooth, nice and slow. And the detail. Look at this detail. Look at this. Now, who would have thought I would have been able to get a locomotive this good, in N scale? I mean, kudos to Rapido Trains for putting in all of this detail. I spent a lot of money on this model. But yeah, I can't really fault them for the level of detail. Look at that. Yeah, and it's also as a very specialized model. I mean, you're not going to get this from, well, you might have gotten it from Attern. There's no way you would get this from Atlas probably, and forget it from like some other manufacturers. Intermountain might have, because they did an ST40-2 what, WL or whatever they called that. I'll have to check. They did the Canadian prototype ST40-2, and kudos for them to do that. But watch this model purr. Watch this thing. Look at the slow speed on this. And this is not exactly clean track. So this is a Draper taper model. The locomotive itself is from the early 90s. So CN is phasing them out right now. This is a GE 8-40 CM, built by General Electric, specifically for Canadian National. So BC Rail also got some, but really Canadian National is known for these locomotives. They kind of invented the Draper taper concept of these cowl units. These are for freight locomotives. They're not for passenger service, that's for sure. And like I said, they're being phased out now by CN. So soon you won't be able to see them on mainline freight trains. But for now, they are actually still running. Even in the zebra stripes paint scheme. This is the as-delivered zebra stripes. They also came later on in 94, 93, 94. The run was basically from 1990 to 1994. They also came in the just the wet noodle with the single stripe. And also the North America map. Yeah, that's right too. Yeah. So look at that thing purr. It's really great. I'm really happy with the model, to be honest. I mean, now that I've ironed out all the little problems that I had with it, yeah. I mean, the squealing has stopped. Somebody told me that it was basically some parts, some detail parts rubbing against the track or rubbing against something and wearing away. But if that's the case, it doesn't seem to bother me. And now that it's quiet and smooth and working the way it's supposed to, yeah, this has become basically my 8th favorite model. Yeah. And there's no reason. Okay, it's very expensive too. That's why I put it up to a higher standard than maybe Atlas, because if I'm paying 150 bucks for this and more, I expect it to come out of the box pristine and with no problems. So, in any case, problem solved. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more models from Rapido, especially when it comes to the Via Rail locomotive that's coming. And I'm not going to get that till when? Probably November. So in this case, until then, this is my favorite Rapido model, that's for sure. And this is my 8th favorite N-scale model right now. So if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to Cool Trains in Montreal. And have a good day. There it goes, under the bridge.